Record-setting attempts often push the boundaries of human capability and innovation, but they also carry significant risks. This video explores 5 ambitious endeavors that ended in tragedy. Thomas D. "Tommy" Simpson's grueling climb during the 1967 Tour de France, Karel Soucek's daring barrel drop over Niagara Falls in 1984, Philippe "Phil" Smith's perilous underwater world record attempt in 1983, Nick Piantanida's high-altitude jump from the stratosphere in 1966, and Jessica Dubroff's attempt to become the youngest person to fly across the United States in 1996. Each of these attempts, driven by a relentless pursuit of greatness, tragically highlighted the fine line between extraordinary achievement and fatal disaster, underscoring the inherent dangers and pushing the limits of human potential. Number 5. Thomas D. Simpson's cycling record. On July 13, 1967, British cyclist Thomas D. "Tommy" Simpson attempted a record-breaking climb up Mont Ventoux during the 13th stage of the Tour de France. Known for his extraordinary stamina and determination, Simpson pushed himself to the limit in the sweltering heat of the Provençal summer. The steep, barren slopes of Mont Ventoux are notoriously challenging, but Simpson was determined to make a mark. Tragically, just 1 mile from the summit, he began to wobble on his bike and eventually collapsed. Despite efforts to revive him on the spot, Simpson was declared dead shortly after being transported to a nearby hospital. The investigation following Simpson's death revealed that he had taken amphetamines and alcohol to enhance his performance, a common but dangerous practice in the competitive cycling world of that era. The combination of these substances, extreme physical exertion, and the intense heat proved fatal. His death was a wake-up call to the cycling community about the severe risks of doping and the extreme pressures faced by professional athletes. Simpson's tragic end led to stricter anti-doping regulations and increased scrutiny of drug use in sports, serving as a poignant reminder of the costs of pushing human limits without regard to safety. Number 4. Karel Soucek's barrel drop over Niagara Falls. On July 2, 1984, Karel Soucek, a Canadian professional stuntman, made headlines with his daring attempt to survive a drop over Niagara Falls in a specially designed barrel. Soucek's goal was to break the record for surviving the plunge from the Horseshoe Falls, one of Niagara's most treacherous sections. The barrel was engineered with a shock-absorbent system and padded interior to withstand the immense force of the fall. Despite the meticulous planning and the barrel's design, the attempt nearly ended in tragedy when Soucek was severely injured after the barrel hit the water improperly, causing it to spin out of control. Fortunately, he survived the fall, though he sustained significant injuries. However, Soucek's pursuit of stardom took a fatal turn the following year during a stunt at the Houston Astrodome. On January 19, 1985, he attempted to recreate the Niagara Falls drop from a height of 180 feet into a water tank. The stunt was part of a larger show, and the barrel was to be dropped from the Astrodome's ceiling. Tragically, the barrel struck the rim of the tank, causing catastrophic injuries to Soucek. He was rushed to the hospital but succumbed to his injuries shortly after. This disaster highlighted the extreme risks involved in stunt performances and brought attention to the need for stringent safety measures in such dangerous endeavors. Number 3. Philippe Smith's underwater world record. In 1983, Philippe "Phil" Smith embarked on a daring attempt to set a world record for the longest underwater dive using an experimental breathing mixture. Smith, a skilled diver, aimed to push the limits of human endurance and underwater exploration by spending an extended period at a significant depth. The dive was intended to test new techniques and equipment that could revolutionize deep-sea diving. However, the attempt ended in tragedy when Smith succumbed to oxygen toxicity, a condition caused by breathing high concentrations of oxygen at great depths. His body was discovered when the diving bell was brought to the surface, marking a somber end to an ambitious record-breaking effort. The incident highlighted the extreme dangers associated with deep-sea diving and the importance of careful monitoring and adherence to safety protocols. Oxygen toxicity can lead to seizures, unconsciousness, and ultimately death, making it a significant risk for divers using high oxygen mixtures. Smith's death underscored the need for rigorous testing and validation of new diving technologies and techniques before attempting such hazardous undertakings. His legacy continues to influence the diving community, emphasizing the balance between innovation and safety in the pursuit of underwater exploration. Number 2. Nick Piantanida's high-altitude jump. In 1966, American skydiver and adventurer Nick Piantanida embarked on a daring quest to break the world record for the highest parachute jump, aiming to leap from the stratosphere. Piantanida's third and final attempt involved ascending to an altitude of around 123,500 feet in a high-altitude balloon, equipped with a specialized suit and helmet designed to protect him in the near-space environment. However, disaster struck when Piantanida's face mask depressurized at approximately 57,600 feet, causing him to lose consciousness due to the lack of oxygen. His support team managed to bring the balloon back down safely, but Piantanida suffered severe brain damage and fell into a coma, ultimately passing away 4 months later. Piantanida's tragic end underscored the immense risks associated with high-altitude skydiving and the critical importance of equipment reliability. The incident brought significant attention to the dangers of stratospheric jumps and the need for rigorous safety protocols in such extreme endeavors. Piantanida's pioneering spirit and ambition to push the boundaries of human potential continue to be remembered, serving as a poignant reminder of the delicate balance between innovation and safety in the pursuit of extraordinary achievements. Number 1. Jessica Dubroff's Transcontinental flight. In April 1996, 7-year-old Jessica Dubroff set out to become the youngest person to fly across the United States. Accompanied by her flight instructor and her father, Dubroff took off from Half Moon Bay, California, in a small Cessna 177B. Despite her young age, she had accumulated several hours of flight training and was eager to achieve the record. However, on April 11th, during a stopover in Cheyenne, Wyoming, the trio faced adverse weather conditions. Shortly after takeoff, the plane encountered heavy rain and strong winds, which led to a fatal crash just moments after leaving the runway. All 3 occupants perished in the tragic accident. The disaster sparked widespread debate about the safety and ethics of allowing children to participate in such high-risk endeavors. The National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, investigated the incident and highlighted several contributing factors, including the weather conditions and the decision to proceed with the flight, despite the risks. In the wake of the tragedy, there was increased scrutiny of child pilot attempts, and many called for stricter regulations to prevent similar occurrences in the future. Jessica Dubroff's ill-fated journey remains a somber reminder of the importance of safety and caution in aviation. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Until next time.